Hey everybody, I'm Actors, and welcome back to the only channel on YouTube that covers in-depth videos of cars and sneakers. And today, we're switching gears into cars with a very interesting video. So why is this video interesting? Well, not all of us get into cars for the same way. Some of us, and most of us, get into cars because they're fun, they're thrilling, and they're fast. But some of us get into cars just because they look cool. And some people buy cars just to look like a gangster. But some of us don't have that money to buy those gangster looking cars. Don't worry, I got you covered. I have a list of relatively cheap cars that anyone can afford. So I'm going to be showing you guys in this video how to look like a gangster using these cheap cars. Without further ado, let's start off the list. At number 1 on this list, we have a Cadillac Escalade. Name a big time baller who didn't have this car at one time. Alright, it's a freaking Caddy. And you want my opinion? Get the biggest freaking one you can and get it in black. Because to me, it is incredibly gangster to be cruising down the street in your big ass freaking Cadillac with your bunch of friends, you know, maybe you're freaking so baller that you put spinners on your Cadillac, or maybe lift your Cadillac, because I've seen lifted Cadillac with spinners and I'm just like, wow, they are really ballers right here. No, seriously, no, don't lift your Cadillac, don't put spinners on it, just keep it simple, keep it clean. That's the most gangster in my opinion. I'm seeing a lot of Cadillac Escalades going for under $10,000 now on Auto Tempest. I mean, just look at this thing though. I mean, jump in this Cadillac and put some miles on it. That's right, I'm quoting Bruno Mars because he has one of these cars and he's a baller. And so can you for less than $10,000. And the older ones honestly don't even look that dated. They're also luxurious as hell with their gorgeous leather interiors and wood trim. Not a bad way to start off this list with a freaking Caddy. Coming to our second car on this list, we have the Dodge Challenger. This is one mean looking mother. I mean, just look at this thing, man. If someone sees you pulling up in this car, they're gonna know you mean freaking business. This OG classic muscle car styling will make you feel like a gangster. And you can get these relatively cheap. I see a lot of them on Auto Tempest going for under 10 grand now. But this is just the V6 model, you know? In my opinion, the more money you spend, the more gangster you're gonna be if you get those V8 models. Because if you're just going for looks, a lot of people won't know the difference, but car guys will. And trust me, car guys will call you out on this. So in my opinion, get a happy compromise and get an RT with a Hemi in it. And once again, just look at the Dodge Challenger, dude, man. The original posters for these cars said wanted men. I mean, this is very sexist, but it just goes to show that what kind of people it takes to drive these kind of cars. And what better way to look like a gangster driving around in your mean freaking muscle car. And just a friendly reminder, if you guys are enjoying the video support, please like and share for that YouTube algorithm, as well as subscribe. Any support would just be awesome. Our next car on this list is the BMW 7 Series. Now these big long sedans are absolutely perfect for making you look like you have big pockets as well. And you cannot tell me that a car that Tupac used to ride in is not gangster. And you can get some of these cars for relatively under 10 grand. But beware, it is also a BMW, so maintenance and repair costs are freaking expensive. All worth it for this freaking limo gangster vibe. And trust me, dude, you're gonna feel real freaking gangster once you get one of these cars, have your friend drive you around while you sit in the back seat drinking some Hennessy, living that gangster BMW lifestyle. Our next car on this list is another German car, but in my opinion has more style. Why? Because specifically it's a MercedesAMG E55. Now why this car? Well, one, it has that big long saloon gangster vibe, but it also has a supercharged V8 making 470 horsepower. This thing can do 0 to 60 in under 4.5 seconds too. And a freaking saloon car that you can have for just a little bit above $10,000 now. And I don't know why, but something about this car with its big swooping grille, that hood ornament, and just the fierceness of the engine just gives off such a baller vibe. And it's a Mercedes too, so this car is so luxurious, such a cruiser, man. It's just awesome. Damn, now I'm kind of wanting one of these now. Anyways, the Mercedes-Benz E55 AMG, it's big, it's long, it's fast, it's stylish, it's luxurious. Go be a gangster, go get it. Our next car on this list is a Jaguar XJ. If you want to know how people in Great Britain look gangster, they get one of these. Why? Because it's a freaking Jag. Once again, they're big, stylish sedans. And they're pretty freaking fast too. I mean, Jaguar performance is no joke either. You can get some of these cars with more than 500 horsepower supercharged V8s in them. And the 2011 ones are going just above $11,000. With a lot of miles and a lot of maintenance too, but who cares, dude? I mean, just look at this thing. It's got a freaking Predator as its badge, dude. That is freaking gangster if you tell me. And also just look at the interiors of these things, dude. This car is beautiful inside and out. So yeah, Jaguar XK, you're definitely gonna look like a baller in this one. Now this next car on this list, it's going to be my personal favorite. It is the Maserati Coupe. An actual gangster drove this car in the TV show The Sopranos. And if you haven't heard of The Sopranos, it's an awesome show with a bunch of Italian gangsters in it. And one of the main bosses in the TV show decided to treat himself and get himself a Maserati Coupe. So yeah, safe to say that this car is set to mafia spec. You can generally find a lot of these cars going for under $15,000, which may seem a little bit more expensive than some of these cars on this list, but hear me out, it's got a Ferrari engine. And a Maserati with a Ferrari engine is gangster. Changed my mind. And also this car is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just look at it. It may be from 2002, but it's aged so well. So well. And another thing about Maseratis is just listen to a lot of rap songs of today. I guarantee you they're gonna say Maserati at least one time in the song. And that's just the effect of the Maserati car branding name. Right now I'm looking at this car right now and it's really hard to take my eyes off it. I mean, it's just, oof. And then I also tell you that you can get this car in stick. It's one of the last Maseratis made where you can actually get a stick in it. So you really cannot argue with me on this one. For less than 15 grand, you're getting a Maserati with a Ferrari engine that you can manually shift gears in. That's gangster right there, by far. Most gangster car on this list. And that really all is to it to how to look gangster with these cheap cars. What'd you guys think it? Comment down below your opinion, like and share for that YouTube algorithm, and last but certainly not least, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.